is always nice. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you were already known for so many great shows, including The Good Place, of course, but has your life just gone to a whole different level since being part of the whole Star Wars universe?
Oh man, there's been so much love for this character and for the show. Yeah, it always depends on where I go, but yeah, I mean, it's so interesting because I feel like The Good Place, it gets renewed, like the life of it just constantly gets renewed every year. But yeah, it kind of reaches a new level when you enter the Star Wars universe.
I should just say, now's the time, people, to start lining up with your questions. I look at the moon. Look at the moon. I'm gonna.
Wow. Okay.
We're gonna come to as many of you as possible, but I just wanted to ask about how that role came about for you. And we've just been talking about the level of expectation, particularly in a Star Wars franchise. The bar is set so high by the fans.
Yeah.
Did you feel that when you got into it? Was it part of your mindset? Did you have to try and block it out somehow?
Yeah, there's a bit of pressure going into any project, to be honest, and especially with Star Wars, especially with The Acolyte, because it was something that we wanted to do so differently. I feel like we were taking risks in all the different departments with the characters and the story, the action, the way it was shot. But it was so incredibly exciting. Exhausting, but very, very exciting because we were exploring something different. And for me, I kind of just put my head down and I do the best that I can. And I hope and pray that it all works out. So yeah, that's always really my mindset. Just like do your best and try not to have any regrets. And luckily, I'm just so proud of what we made.
I think we all absolutely loved your performance, but also your character as well. We absolutely loved it. It must have been an absolute joy to play something so dark, and also everyone's trying to work out which side you're on, and trying to kind of duplicitous.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had the incredible resources in Leslie Headland and Pablo Hidalgo, the Star Wars encyclopedia. And so many different coaches to help me out trying to figure out this character, so I can't take all the credit for that. Yeah.
Well, you've got a lot of fans here, and these guys have been waiting patiently for you. I want to get through as many fan questions as we can.
Yeah, for sure.
Starting with you in this wonderful outfit. Go ahead, give us a question.
Hi, Manny.
Hi.
Thank you for coming to the UK, and
Yeah, of course.
again with the rest of the cast.
I'll try, yeah.
I've written it down so I don't waffle, but the show explores the idea of being seduced by the dark side in a very personal and almost intimate way.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of Honor Liga in the perfumery shop where Carmir recognises that Osha is Osha and not May, and then looking on the unnamed planet. He's sort of tempted to get angry, and then he responds, not retaliating, but in an understanding way. I just wonder what sort of conversations you had with Leslie Headland in regards to that, because her Star Wars knowledge is amazing. She's also doing something quite new.
It is. I mean, I think that relationship between Kaimir, or the Stranger, and Osha, we did have a lot of conversations about that, but I think a lot of it stems from him being able to see himself through Osha as well, and I think in the last episode where Osha kind of goes to attack the Stranger right before she turns the lightsaber red, he walks up to her and he touches her on the shoulder. And it's not a good job, it's not a you're my people now, it's I've been there before, I know this feeling, and I know how much that hurts. So I think it comes definitely from a place of empathy and a place that he definitely sees the pain that she's gone through, and he would have loved somebody to kind of share that with, and he sees that he could be that for Osha.
So it's not all manipulation then, isn't it?
It can be. It's so interesting. The initial question was always, how does does one truly get seduced by the dark side? And I think in the later seasons we would have found out whether it was genuine or not, but for me to play it authentically, it always came from a place of empathy, and that he did really have these true, genuine feelings for her. Were they genuine, really? I would hope so, but I'm not in full control of the story, so yeah.
I believe we'll see it. I think that we'll get season 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Fingers crossed. Thank you.
There has been such a big campaign among fans to get another series of this. That must be so gratifying for you.
Yeah, I mean, again, doing these conventions, it's so incredibly overwhelming because the loudest fans online are usually the ones that have the negative things to say, you know, and when you come out here and you shake people's hands and get to know the love that they had for the show, it is incredibly gratifying, and there's nothing like it. It definitely makes me want to fight more for the show if we get to do it again, but if not, I'm just so happy and glad that so many people enjoyed it. So, yeah.
Just listen to that support. It's fabulous. You don't let us down, Manchester. We love it. Let's have the next question, please.
So my question was, which role did you prefer playing between the one in the good place and the one in the ugly? Because they are way different.
Yeah.
So what was the experience between them?
Oh man, I mean, The Good Place, playing Jason Mendoza, it completely changed my life. It got me, because I'm Canadian, it got me to the States, it got me my work visa, it changed my whole trajectory. But getting to play Jason, he's an absolute dummy. Like, he's just such a lovable goofball, and I love being able to make people laugh, and not only get to make people laugh, like the people who are watching it, but also the people around us, like the crew and the actors, and it was such a special feeling. But then getting to be able to be a badass and to train and to, you know, hold a red lightsaber. I never would have thought I'd be able to do that. So they're both incredibly special, but I will say, without The Good Place, without Jason, there would be no Chimere, because Leslie saw me in The Good Place and another show called Nine Perfect Strangers, and without those two shows, I don't think I would have met Leslie. To answer the question, I can't, all of them are so special, but without Jason, I wouldn't have Chimere, for sure.
I just have one last question.
Yeah, please.
What's your workout routine for your arms? Because I'm really curious.
CGI, some ChatGPT, no, a good amount of oil, baby oil is always useful. I don't know, man, just curls, arm curls all day, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Brilliant. I love it. Okay, next question, please. Let's just adjust the mic for you, and away you go.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi.
Did you steal something from Star Wars set?
Oh, did I steal something? Did I steal any? I could not steal, like, all the things that I wanted to steal were incredibly private. So if I were to take it, and if it were taken from me, then so many spoilers would have happened, like my lightsaber or my mask or my costume. I wish I could have taken, no, I did take something. I was given a pair of Crocs to wear when I wasn't fighting, to relax in. And on the Crocs were like little Star Wars like figures and stuff. Like you can attach little Star Wars stickers or whatever on the Crocs. So I took those because I knew that nobody else would wear them. Yeah. Thank you.
Great question. I love it. Okay, next one up.
Hey.
So, going to commit to play like a challenging character who battles with dark side feelings, I don't know what to say.
All good.
How do you like get in the mindset to play him and like, I don't know how to explain it to words, like, just be committed, to be honest.
Yeah. How did I get into Chymere's mindset? I would say it helped that I was in London for 8 months by myself. And with Chimere or the Stranger, he's definitely a lonely character. He's a lone wolf, and he goes about his day-to-day in that mindset. So that was really helpful in that sense. But I really approached the character in the sense that, you know that feeling when sometimes maybe you're at school, you're maybe around a group of people and you feel out of place. Like I was never the cool kid in school, I was never the guy, I was, you know, definitely the quiet guy in the corner, who always kind of felt out of place. And I think a lot of us tend to feel like that sometimes when we don't know how to express ourselves. And I, came in from that kind of point of view, that feeling of like, I can take on the world by myself, I don't need your help. This is who I am, and screw you if you don't believe in who I am or like who I am. So that's kind of like one of the aspects that I took it from.
I also have a kind of crystal, I'm not sure if I can give it to you or not.
Oh, well, good. Throw it right here.
I thought you could have used the force to sort of pull it towards you.
All right, that was embarrassing, but thank you.
I lost sight of it in the lights. I had no idea where it was going, but thank you for that. That's very kind.
Thanks, man.
Go ahead.
Hello, Maddie.
Hi.
My name is May. I know you're known for your 15 seconds of screen time in Top Gun Maverick.
Yes.
And your role in Star Wars.
Yeah.
But The Good Place is definitely my favorite show of all time. And I wanted to ask if you were still in contact with any of the cast members from The Good Place, and if so, which ones?
Yeah, all of them. We were all on a text message thread. Literally, Kristen just gave me a video, because she was watching it with her kids, and she was just like, Manny, you're so funny in this role, and so dumb. I just want to let you know that, yeah, I'm watching it again with my kids, and they're having a great time. And then, and she just got nominated for an Emmy. And same with Ted and Darcy and Will, and Jamila as well. Like, we all definitely keep in touch. Whenever we see that one of us gets a win online, we always try and text each other and give each other some love.
Thank you so much. And Jason Mendoza is my favorite character from The Good Place.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
That's lovely, really nice. Okay, we're going to have a little adjustment of the microphone for you, but up you come.
Alright, hello, Manny.
Hey.
First of all, just want to say, my favourite Star Wars character, you're amazing.
Dude, thank you.
Second of all, I just wanted to say, if you could swap with any other Star Wars character, who would it be, and what would you do differently?
Oh, man. That's a great question. I don't know. Okay, there are a decent amount of characters that I would swap with. I would love to feel what it's like to be in Hayden Christensen's shoes, to be Darth Vader himself. I don't know if I would change the performance. I just want to feel that power, you know? Like, to have that sort of presence.
Would you still go to the dark side?
I think so. I mean, man, I would I would have to, but yeah, I mean, I would try and just see what that feels like. I would not change a thing though, because Hayden is the GOAT. Yeah, he's an incredible Darth Vader. But either that or Darth Maul. But again, Ray Park did an incredible job as Darth Maul, and I don't know if I could change anything, but I would love to feel what it'd be like in those shoes.
good day.
Thank you, man.
Brilliant. I mean, that just brings me to a point of just listening to you talking about previous Star Wars franchises and movies. Were you a fan of Star Wars before you got into this? And in particular, did you sort of grow up watching the original trilogy or the prequels? Or
Yeah, no, 100%. So I grew up on the prequels. Yeah. I grew up watching the first Star Wars in the theater for me was The Phantom Menace. And I think I went backwards from there. So then from there, I ended up watching the original trilogy and then just fell in love with everything. But yeah, the Duel of Fates fight is like forever seared in my brain. Seeing Darth Maul for the first time was like the most shocking experience I had as a kid. Yeah, so I guess when we went into this role, I talked to the stunt team and I was like, we have to do it just as well, if not better than the Phantom Menace. Yeah.
fantastic. Okay, next question from the floor.
Hi, I'm Sophia.
Hi.
My question was, obviously your character has a soft side to him. Do you
Yeah.
think he will have a redemption, or do you think like they'll just kill him off?
Oh man, that's interesting. I think in terms of his redemption arc, I had a number of conversations with Leslie Headland about this, and I think the one thing that we talked about in terms of the Sith that we've seen is that we haven't seen the Sith just like if you look at Anakin, if you look at Kylo Ren, they do tend to have this kind of redemption arc in a sense, and we haven't really seen just a bad character just be bad. So I think if we were to see his redemption arc, it would have been much earlier, so then it would have been, before things, before the Acolyte. But I'm not sure. Again, it comes to the question of whether or not his feelings for Osha and all these things were incredibly genuine. If they are, then there possibly would be a redemption arc, and I'd love to see it. But if not, I'm also not mad at him just being a badass and just being true to himself and being a badass character regardless. Yeah, but we'll see.
What do you think the relationship of with Osha would be?
Yeah, I mean, again, he has gone through this world being a lone wolf, being just by himself for this whole time, not being able to trust anybody, and I think finding Osha, he sees a lot of himself in Osha, and I think he finally realizes that there could be a greater power in having two, the power of two. Yet you still have to be cognizant of whether or not the other person will become more powerful. But I think it gets lonely in an island like that, and yeah, again, if he does have a redemption arc, I would love to see that relationship explored further. Yeah,
Thank you for your questions. That's brilliant. Okay, next up to the mic.
Hi.
I just have a three-part question. So,
Can you just step a little bit closer, thank you?
hello. So all of your projects, which are you most proud of? Which was the most fun to film? And which do you think more people have seen because you think it's underrated?
Oh wow. The most proud would probably be this one. Probably be The Acolyte. The most fun, definitely The Good Place. Getting to make people laugh. And then I think the most underrated was this rom-com that I did called I Want You Back. Yeah. I won't spoil anything, but it's a good one. It's a fun one, for sure. Yeah.
And also, would you seeing this world come up, would you like to be a superhero or a villain? Does that interest you?
Sorry, if I were...
Would you be interested in a comic book role?
Oh, I see. Yeah, 100%. I would love to explore anything within that kind of universe. if they call, I'll pick up. We'll see.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Did you have any comic book heroes growing up? Were there any particular ones that you like, whether it's from movies or from comics?
I mean, I'm a big anime fan. Yeah, so I guess manga would technically count as a comic book, I think. So like Dragon Ball was a big thing. Yeah, mainly Dragon Ball Z. So like to play Goku would be incredible, but yeah, that was kind of my childhood right there. That and maybe Power Rangers. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. Throughout the series in Aquaman, you see sort of snippets of Kimmy's past.
Yeah.
Going through it, if there hopefully is more future seasons, is there anything that like we've seen that you'd like to explore? Whether it be like how he's got to the unknown planet with Plagueis,
Yeah.
with his master.
Yeah. All the things. There's so many things that we left on a cliffhanger. I'd love to see how the relationship between him and Plagueis develops. But more so, I think we had conversations about how he has his relationship with Vernestra, you know, and the scars on his back, and he did, you know, he does say that he was a Jedi a long, long time ago, and I'd love to see, you know, that story unfold, but there's so many things that I wish that we could have done, and who knows, we'll put it out there that it could still be explored.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi, I thought it was really interesting in The Acolyte that it was the first time that they've truly acknowledged that how young the Padawans can be.
Yeah.
After, I'm panicking now, so I've
No,
forgotten
no
their name.
worries.
Don't worry, you did a good job.
Yeah, thank you. After she was killed, and he says she was only a child, and
Yeah.
Quiria says, you brought her here.
Yeah.
And it sort of brings to life, you know, if you look at Ahsoka, I only realised quite how young Ahsoka Tano is in
Yeah.
the live action one. When you
Yeah,
see her in
yeah.
live action, you're like, that she's so young.
Yeah.
I thought that was that done on purpose to make the audience go, actually, these Padawans are really young and they're in a vulnerable. Because The Acolyte was one of the first times where you've sort of, as a Star Wars fan, looked at what the Jedi do and been like, are they always right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think the whole purpose of the show, and I think Leslie's theme, was to just like, for us, or for people in general, to question certain motives. And it wasn't to condemn the Jedi or the Sith, it was just to like have an open conversation in regards to, is this right? With this kind of power and control, is this really what we want? And I think she just wanted to challenge that a little bit and open people's minds to that aspect.
Thank you so much. And just one less serious question. Obviously, we know that Obi-Wan beat Anakin Skywalker. Do you think that Quirin could beat Obi-Wan?
Oh, dang, that's a loaded question. I don't know. It depends it depends on which Obi-Wan, but like, yeah, I don't know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming so far to meet us.
Of course, thank you for having
Thank
me.
you for your question. Okay, next up, go ahead.
Hi, my name's Sophia, and I was
Hi.
wondering, what was your journey into working and acting for Star Wars?
My journey into acting into Star Wars. So I did the show The Good Place first, and then I did a show called Nine Perfect Strangers, and then Leslie Headland, our showrunner, she was the one who wanted to set up a meeting because she liked my work previously and she needed somebody who could do comedy and drama. And I found out much later on that I was the only person she really had in mind because she saw and trusted me with that work. And I was incredibly flattered because of that. So it was through much kind of conversations and trying to figure out kind of the themes of who this guy is, and we basically tried to figure out the problem of how do we get a low status character to become, you know, who he is. So we explored different archetypes like the drunken master or other types of tropes kind of in TV and film, and we landed on Kymir. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Great question, thank you. Okay, next in line.
You look really familiar. Are you an actor? Are you in Star Wars?
No, I'm just a huge fan.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a big fan.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Just kind of familiar, doesn't he?
Is it alright if I have 2 questions?
Yeah.
Okay, they'll be fast.
No worries.
So, I am a huge fan of your work in The Acolyte.
Thanks, man.
And my first question was, did you have a martial arts background? Because you're great with the lightsaber.
Thank you,
And I
man.
was wondering if you had a background, or did all that come from the training you did for The Acolyte?
I have a dance background.
Nice.
So that was really useful. And what I learned is that sometimes when you're not actually like a martial artist, they kind of prefer that, the stunt guys. Because like martial artists or the guys that do, the rough and tumble stuff, they actually end up hitting people. Whereas with dancers, they're like more aware of their body. But I did do a little bit. I did like kickboxing a little bit when I was younger. But that was kind of the extent. Yeah. And then that, dancing, and then I bought like a wooden sword from Amazon and just started practicing it in the backyard of the house that I was renting. And I just did that like every day while training. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, man.
And then, next question. Kymir is one of my favorites of the recent premieres.
Thanks, dude.
I thought the balance is amazing, the flip was awesome, and your mask is sick, and you're ripped in that, and you're just looking so jacked. So, my other question is, who do you think would win in a lightsaber duel between
Ezra Bridger, yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah.
I did not expect you to say that, dude. That's so nice of you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, and I loved you in the show.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much for joining us. Wow. What a great cameo. I love that.
Oh, man.
It's a fabulous cameo.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Do we have one more?
Yes.
Please.
We've got time for you too, so you'll both get to speak, so you're okay.
I mean, I guess I wasn't going to say this, but can we just see Kymir and Ezra? That's right. I loved you in Good Place.
Thank you, man.
And obviously really excited to see you in The Acolyte. So,
thank you.
Recently, Mark Hamill was talking about how he created a bit of backstory to explain some of his motivations for his character in The Last Jedi. And I was just wondering if there was any backstory to Kymir that you created that wasn't kind of scripted out or talked to you by Leslie that helped you, bring it to life.
Yeah, so many different kind of explorations. Like I had the version of, kind of a similar story of him losing his parents, things like that. And but again, I just kind of honed in on the feeling that I kind of explained prior, where it's just this feeling where there's this sometimes society doesn't accept who you are, and I think a lot of that for me was reflected possibly in this industry where it's pretty tough sometimes as a person of color to continue and to be in TV and film and stuff, or it can be in high school where getting bullied and people not digging what you were about, like if you were a nerd, if you were into anime, things like that. So honing into that feeling of just not feeling like you fit in. And then I think the switch flipped when it's I think the difference between that feeling and what the stranger is that the stranger fully accepts who he is as somebody that doesn't fit in. You can see him as a bad person or somebody that doesn't practice what the Jedi practice, but this is who he is, and he has no remorse for it. And he's gonna fight, and he's gonna do whatever it takes to still exist. And just honing on that feeling was kind of my anchor.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Brilliant. Lovely question. Thank you very much. This is going to be great. This is going to be one of the best questions in today. You go for it. You look amazing.
My first question is, would you rather be a Jedi or a Sith?
Oh, wow. Great question. Sith all the way. Yeah. That red lightsaber.
What would you prefer to be?